Hello guys, welcome. Welcome to another episode of Ripster
GPVG.
Daily Trade Recaps and Daily Teachings. Before we start, quick disclaimer, anything we discuss is just an educational
WKUY.
purpose, nothing is financial
ASA.
advice. So alright guys, the second bounce day on the market after bounce day 1, bounce day 2. If you are one of the traders who's just looking at this bounces and just confused how to play
INBS.
this, watch this video carefully. I will explain it to
Hike.
you, not hindsight, how we played the bounce, how we made a plan for the bounce, how we played the bounce on Friday, how we continued to bounce on the day 2s, how we were holding some positions on Friday, and how we are holding some positions on Monday, right? So 2 days there's a lot of how to buy this market dip
HUBC.
with confidence, and how to use my strategies, my VIX strategies, my MTF cloud life-changing GOAT strategy, which I will show you, unlike not hindsight, real time, that I teach you. And so today's recap, trying to do it early, but it'll be small and sweet. We'll go through some of the bounce plays, what we bounced, what we tried to trade in this bounce, but the concept works for anything you were trading, mag 7s and all that. But my focus will be to the few key plays which in the market were most liquid, which we decided for our community that we're gonna trade on this bounce. There were some earnings, but we didn't really focus too much on earning plays. So today's videos will be mostly on the how to trade the market long, how to bounce the market with the VIX strategy. So let's start. Before we start, let's do a quick introduction. Anybody who's new to our YouTube account, new to our X accounts, or new to the community. So all these recaps and all these teachings are from our community, TannerTradeGroup.com. But other than that, we trade this repeatable system called Ripster EMA Clouds System, and all my repeatable teachings on trading, day trading, investing, swing trading that I have been teaching for over 8-9 years on Twitter, on X, RipsterEducation.com. You can go to the website and see how the thousands of lives have changed. Free. So I've been teaching those free, and we trade this same exact system and same exact principles in my community, one of the largest online live trading community, Tanner Trade Group, where we trade this. We make a plan in the pre-market. Me and my team, our team is making this plan in the pre-market. What are we gonna trade? It has news plays, upgrades, downgrades, earning plays. Everything is made, a live plan is made in the pre-market. We make a support level, resistance level, and I give a plan to the traders how to trade this using Ripster EMA Clouds, using all my tools and all my principles that I teach. We have many other setups, any other plans in the pre-market. We have a day 2, day 3 plan. This is a specific strategy that I teach. We trade based upon that. We had ORCL on that. Then we provide the levels for all the ETFs, the mag 7s. The traders can use the levels and Ripster clouds and MTF clouds to trade those. We trade crypto stocks. MSTR was good. We were going to cover MSTR today. And also we trade futures as well. So you could use these future levels to trade futures, silver futures, gold futures, NASDAQ, ES futures. So last 2 days were long biased. We trade with the system, whatever system tells us. We use a lot of tools in the community. We have a lot of free tools. We have 3 option flow scanners, stock scanners, MOC, order flow, halt, unhold, breaking news, audio news, squawk. We have our tools which are like $600 per month, which are free for the traders in the community. We have one of the largest trading floor. Thousands of floor traders are on our floor sharing ideas. We are not an alert service, but a professional trading community. I'm live on the voice. I'm live on the screen. First few hours of the market open, that's when most of the money is made, guiding the traders through the trade setups, keeping the losers small, winners big, and my screen is live all day long. So I'm going to show you how we do it. You can always learn from Ripster Education. I have 1,000+ videos on YouTube. Watch them, change your life. And my teachings have changed a lot of lives, so I'm very proud of that. So make sure you watch it. You don't have to join the community, but if you feel like that you're ready, feel free to join our community as well. So let's start with the recaps and see how we killed it, since I didn't do Friday recaps, so I'm going to cover a little bit about Friday bounce trades as well. Let's start. So alright guys, we're gonna talk about SPY, the market bounced last 2 days. SPY last 2 days, green candles Friday and today, as well as 2 green candles on the market. So we know we've been selling off. VIX has been elevated. So how did we trade? Right, last 2 days we literally killed the market longs here. So it's nothing that I have not covered again and again. It's a simple VIX strategy with Ripster Cloud System. So let's look at Friday first. So what were we doing on Friday? So I always talk about VIX, right? When VIX is at a level around 22, 20, when VIX is under 20, it's always a good level. When VIX is under 18, it's a swing environment, a smooth environment. So if you look at Friday, because when we're trying to trade the bounces, we need to look at the price action and also VIX. So when we were trading on Friday, let me see if I can show you the plan from the Friday. So our plan on Friday was, let's take a look here. On a Friday, our plan was that if VIX under 20, we will long the market. That's simple, right? VIX under 20, long the market. That was the plan I gave. And you see that right away, SPY started to push over a Ripster MTF cloud. QQQ, pulled back, but it curled later over Ripster MTF cloud. And what did VIX do? So what VIX did was, on Friday, VIX dropped under 20. That's it. You see that, you long it. You put your stops under the clouds and you long it. And no, never hindsight. That's how the traders in the community killed it. So if you see that, I told on Friday that if we got the 20 breakdown, we will, it's all about 20. It's all about 20. When I gave this plan on the Friday, if VIX 20, then market has hop and the market will push if VIX breaks down 20. So that's it, right? So you know that is a strategy. Now you look at the pre-market levels, you look at all those. So you see that as soon as I see that in the morning, I see the SPY curl, and then when I saw that QQQ curl right here, I told QQQ curl back, and this is your VIX right here. This is your VIX breaking down. You can see that under 20, and you just need to hold your calls all day long. You just need to hold those calls. And since market never broke the clouds, you get enter here, stops under here. You just hold it. Your long calls are going 100, 200%. You just have to hold all day because that's a trend day. VIX 19 you hold, VIX breaks 18 you hold, and you just use the clouds and Ripster strategy together to trade those long setups, right? That was the Friday longs, and that was the Friday longs. And you see that was the reason on Friday we were just like 14% of the community. Everybody was super duper green because everybody is following the plan. I mean, huge wins. This Friday was just insane. So that was Friday, and then we'll come and see how we traded it today. So same strategy. What was the plan for today? So again, no hindsight. Plan, watch the opening profit takes if VIX pushes over 1850. Only long if VIX breaks under 18. Only long if VIX breaks under 18. So you see that how we are following that VIX strategy, nothing else. We just focused on our VIX. That's all we're looking at. Of course, we're looking at the clouds. So what happened today? So this morning, VIX breaks under 18. Right at the open, breaks under the 18. So let me show you right here. So let's start with put VIX here. You see that? What is VIX doing? You see that VIX breaking under 18? What is SPY doing? Initially dip and then SPY going back up. SPY going back up. SPY going back up. What is QQQ doing? QQQ pushing over the clouds. I did say we want to watch the pre-market lows. So anyways, as soon as I saw that VIX is breaking, I told the traders in the community that we are going to, this is a call. So the first thing I told traders was QQQ call. SLV. And then when I saw that SPY call and when I saw the QQQ comes, I said long QQQ as well. Now the few things that we had to note was previous day highs. Same thing on SPY. Previous day highs. What do I teach? Previous day high lows. You see, we can still long here, right here. You can still long the QQQs right here. When it holds the 3450, VIX bounced a little bit. You see this red candle? That was a VIX bouncing a little bit. Once you see VIX breaking again, you hold your longs. I actually gave the stops. If you wanna, let's see if you're gonna show you my lifetime guidance there on VIX. Let's take a look here. So previous day close, we wanted to push over that. So I told that the traders, and I gave the 3450 stops. Why did I give the stops? Because 512 was too close. 3450, of course, more than that. You also have the support line here. Same for SPY. We have a support line right. Then I went to 30-minute chart, right? Because we were looking for the previous day close breakout. You see this, and this. That told me that we are about to break out if VIX keeps flushing. So I give this you hold your longs, QQQs, you hold your longs, 30-minute chart, look carefully, and then boom, there we go. We hold it. You remember the stops were here, previous day close, the concepts I'm teaching you, VIX strategy, the clouds, the previous day close, the pre-market highs. You hold. You buy calls, you hold. You buy shares, you hold. You buy futures, you hold.
Okay.
Whatever you're trading, QQQ options, you even if you bought $1,000, they became $3,000 because this is hitting the MTF target. SPY $1,000 became $2,500. You could easily risk $500 today and make more than $1,000 if you're trading shares or options, whatever. If you were trading shares, even if you had 100 shares on QQQs, you're risking less $100. You are making $700-800. That's how kind of trade it was today. Because these are 2 days trend days. You see that Ripster clouds or MTF clouds are reclaimed by QQQ. You hold. And what this is doing is this is telling us that other things in market are worth longing. Because overall market is holding up, SPY QQQ is holding up. This is telling us that other things are worth longing. That's why we found so many long plays in the community today. That's why it was like big hit, like on so many plays that we were playing today. The thing you gotta watch is if the market is strong, if SPY is strong, if QQQ is strong, and if VIX is weak, you can find those other bullish sectors, and what that does is that you can find your swing setups. You can be confident about holding your long swings when this market is doing. The VIX is telling you that things are calming down. Right, so even software was bouncing today, Bitcoin was bouncing today, silver, gold was also strong. So that's how you find the opportunities. But this is how, guys, you trade the bounce. You make money on the bounce. Last 2 days, insane days. There was no excuse. If you follow my teachings, you literally killed it. And like I show you live, I show live, I teach live, and step by step I try to tweet it as well before I do. Many times I show you my executions. So yes, how you got to do it. You got to press the button, and now I will show you the power of the MTF clouds, how with the market we literally kill the trades like PLTR, hood, MSTR, how a lot of traders are swinging those, how they bought the dip and now they're relaxing, they have enough profit, they don't care if it tanks tomorrow. So let's move forward to other plays. So next one we're going to look at is PLTR, right? So why were we looking on PLTR? Because PLTR was an opportunity, right? In this market correction, PLTR was an opportunity for swing traders. PLTR was an opportunity for day traders. That's why it was on my high watch. We were trading it on Friday as well, but it was our top play. This is on the weekend I made a plan for my community. Day 2 setup, long over 140. Trade versus yesterday highs and 1 hour MTF setup, long over MTF clouds. That was the plan. If you look on my Friday, it was flagging on 30 minutes. I sold some puts. It was holding 34.50. It was a little choppy. It was not clean. So Friday didn't really give us a lot, but it was a good play for swing traders regardless. So let's see what happened today. So today, PLTR moved over 1 MTF clouds. And that, my friend, is when you long it. So I told my traders in the morning, PLTR 1 hour MTF watch. I was on the voice. So you see initial candle on PLTR was, first 3 minutes was bearish, but it turned long at 9:36, 9:35. I told the trader it turned long side, it can push, get it long. I gave the stops, on PLTR of 138. We pushed from that. All you had to do was hold. You entered 139 all the way to 145, 146, $6 profit. You were just risking $1. I had sold some puts, so I'm making money on those as well on PLTR. Traders are holding swings. I gave them a swing stops. My swing target is 150. We'll face some resistance, but this is how you buy the dips, right? So you can use 1 hour MTF clouds for your swing risk now, because we are already in buffer. We don't care if it dips, right? If those traders were holding it from Friday. But this is how you long it. You can see that we came with the plan. I gave the target. I told the traders to hold PLTR all day long. I gave a 143 target, 100% ATR. 145 was my next target. All the targets met. Insane trade, beautiful trade on PLTR today. Either you were trading longs or you were selling puts, whatever you're doing. risking $100, you're making $500 here. Risking $1,000, you're making $5,000. Or if you're options, you're doing a couple 100% trade there. So that's how you do it, guys. Let's look at the next. All right, so next one is on look at is hood. All right, so before we look at that, let's go to Friday. What were we doing on Friday? Remember, like I was telling you, the bounce based on VIX was on Friday. So if you look at hood, let's take a look at hood. So hood was right on Friday was long for us. The plan I gave, that's long versus 75.74, MTF push and MTF push. So hood was already on Ripster MTF clouds on Friday. So I gave the long versus 77. It was a high watch and hold the traders to hold the swing, and we hit all the way to 84. We made another $6-7 on Friday. You know, I gave the targets of 83 and kept moving the stops. You already know this. Live trade, a huge trade for us on Friday. So then why we were also watching it today? Because remember, these bounces are the opportunities we're looking for. That's why I'm staying on top of these names. I said hood. We also had an upgrade. That's good. Trade over yesterday highs. Also watch the Bitcoins. So what did hood do right out of the gate? I already showed you the Friday longs, and a lot of traders were holding the hood from the swing as well. So hood became a long right here. I said put stops at 84.85. Hood was flagging. It was flagging, and hood ran all the way to 88. You know, we closed the day traded right here. You know, I gave the risk of swing as 85, and you exit here, doesn't really matter. But the point is, it was a beautiful bounce opportunity. Hood was not really that clean as PLTR on Friday. It was definitely a beautiful trade from 77. So a lot of traders are holding that swing from 77. They're already up really nicely. You can always sell credit spreads, puts, you know, however you trade. You can trade leverage ETF. Robin is a nice leverage ETF. Always teach you guys to trade leverage ETFs on these names like PLTR. You can trade PLTU and others. But anyways, guys, you see the power of the MTF clouds. How you buy the dip with MTF clouds. On PLTR they turned today. On hood they turned bullish on Friday. If you are swing trading, you can use those as well. And we are looking for the MTF magnet. You look the VIX strategy. That's how you do the bounces. Let's look at the next. So one thing to note is, guys, when these kind of bounces happen, if you're swing trading with 1 hour MTF cloud, we can always watch the retest of those levels. If this is the dip, any candle that pulls back and holds this area like 104, 110, that becomes another swing trade. Right now 100 is a kind of risk for investors on MSTR. 100 psychological level, you can see that where MSTR bounced from. 100 psychological level. So before we were even long MSTR, we were shorting MSTR, right? So we shorted it over versus 120 the other day. First target 115, second target 112, and I told the traders that we're gonna see 100. Insane trade. I mean, insane trade. One of the traders, made 6 figures there. Just an insane trade. I mean, the short. But you see, this 100 is a psychological level. We can get there. This is a live timestamp guidance. Now, once we hit 100, watch. I said 100 before. Now, once and look here. Where did it bounce from? 100. So 100 becomes a risk for anybody who's trying to buy the dips or trading that. And now, since we were trading on Friday, we longed, if you look at the plan on Friday plan, since we are also covering some of our Friday plays. So the plan was trade versus 1 hour MTF. Watch Bitcoin over 117. We see the breakout. So once it was a breakout, I told the traders to long it. I gave the stops of 117. MTF breakout, just like I said, Bitcoin was also breaking out. Our MMSTR was paying us, was a long over 117. And today MSTR, the other day was hitting 130.34. Today it pulled back to 1 hour MTF cloud, bounced from 1 hour MTF cloud, MSTR, bounced from 1 hour MTF cloud. Let's look at the pre-market plan on MSTR. Bullish bias over yesterday highs. 1 hour MTF, one long over 132.80s. So what did it do, right? So what do you see? Once it bounced and curled 132.80s, you long here, you take it all the way back up. KLC. So MSTR was another beautiful play. It was a little choppy here because it moves with the Bitcoin, but you see that how the trend came from the 1 hour clouds. If you're buying the dips, you're fine. You can still use the MTF cloud 130 area to risk that swing. It's all about a risk reward. You are buying here, then my risk is here. If I'm risking $2, I'm trying to make $378. So beautiful bounce on MSTR as well. Literally so many bounces, guys, and I'm showing you not a hindsight. I show you how the 1 hour MTF clouds are using, because 1 hour MTF cloud is the first level that actually turns bullish when we are trying to trade these. I mean, you can literally look at other examples today. What I'm teaching you, go look at your trading view, look at the other examples that you know, they will teach you. Anyways, so those were some bounce examples. Maybe we can look at the software as well before I go to some other trades we had today. This was IGV, right? I can literally go into so many bounces. I told the traders to longest versus 82 once this was reclaimed. Life changing, guys. This is a literally life changing strategy. There's no better strategy than I gave you the system, I give you the tools. You know, I'm always trying to show you live. And you know, for the trades, your swing trades, day trades, you see this is how we do it. And IGV as well, you know, software selling off. I told my traders this is going to be opportunity. Software day 2 pre-market plan 82.40, 83.40. Software sitting in 1 hour MTF. If holds, look for the longs. Watch the pullback to the clouds. So as soon as I see that it's holding, I told the traders long versus 82, put your stops at 82. You see 941. So it pulls back here, you long it, you risk $1, you are making, you know, $2.50 by the end of the day. But not only that, because IGV is bouncing, you know, because IGV is bouncing, you are getting some software trades like that. You are getting some traders who are trading CrowdStrike in the community, 1 hour MTF cloud. You know, some traders were on Rubrik, you know, bounce from 51 all the way to 54. I don't think, you just have to see what is bouncing nicely. Now was okay, but it's still under 1 hour MTF cloud, was a little choppy. But there was definitely some nice bounces happening in the community there. Sorry, in the software names that you could trade there, right? So this was a guidance, beautiful. You know, you gotta watch these names when they turn bullish. If you look at silver, if you look at silver, what do you see? Right, it bounced there, but since it's reclaimed the clouds, it continued to push, pull back, buy against the clouds and take it up. You could make money here even if you missed this dip. This was the long. Silver was the long here. What was the game plan on silver? Silver gap up. Back over MTF clouds for bullish bias. Hold the gap, long bias. Hold the gap, long bias. So that's how you find the opportunities using the Ripster MTF clouds, guys. Very simple. You know the market is pushing. You know the environment is better. VIX is selling off. You just take it. You know, anything you do. IWM also turned 1 hour MTF clouds yesterday. Today it pulled back, pushed back over the pre-market highs, continue to push. Look at the IWM levels we give. GOVX. Beautiful. I mean, there's a reason we are one of, you know, my education already changes so many lives. And there's a reason that our community, a private community, is one of the largest trading communities, because we are not an alert service, we're not a BS, PNL sharing service. What I teach, which I've been teaching freely in the community. And the reason I repeat it, I literally want people to use this, because there's thousands of traders who still don't know about it and they're losing their monies here and there. But guys, this is the way you actually trade. This is the way you look for the bounces. We just killed the bounce the last 2 days, and you can do this too next time you have the opportunity. Life is long. Do not worry about the missed opportunities. There's always going to be opportunities. So next one we're going to look at is we are going to look at Oracle. So Oracle, you know, it was on my watch because it has been selling off a lot. You know, it sold off, it went to 133s today. What did it do? Pushed over the 1 hour MTF clouds. So Oracle was on our day 2 plan as well, you know, along over the pre-market high breakout versus 150, 512 pullbacks, long them. So as soon as I see this, that Oracle is holding this and it's already pushed over one cloud in the pre-market. Now I'm using the 150 to risk. Right, and if you're missing it, you can wait for the pullback, but you know, it didn't give much opportunity. So we moved the stops to 150. We sold some initially around on this big pop towards 156. I gave the next target of 158. My next target was 160. We did hit a little bit close, but you know, it was a beautiful long trade. Just ride the clouds, guys. Hold the winners, ride the clouds. Just like I say, SPY, QQQ, hold all day long, as long as the clouds hold. AGX. Beautiful trade on NBIS as well. All right, so let's look at some other plays there. There were so many other plays in the community today. We had CRWV was a solid name today. CRWV, IREN. I talked about the capex. If you want to see here, let me see if I'm going to show you. You need to know why something is running, right? If you're trading the dip in the market, you're looking for a bounce. You look for the names which had a big news. So right, capex increase from Google, Qualcomm. What is the capex? AI capex. They're going to use a complex like CRWV, IREN. They provide the data centers for your AI needs. So of course they can be. They're going to get the bounce. CRWV, IREN. They continue to bounce, and that's why they were one of our focus in our pre-market plan as well. Right, so that's how you focus on these names, and you just have to find what makes the best sense to you. Today there was so much bouncing, but my focus was these few big names: PLTR, Hood, MSTR, IGV. So I focused on this and guided my traders to that. Although traders were literally trading so many trades in the community today. Somebody was trading BE. BE was of course our day 2 setup was a little choppy, but I'm looking for those insane opportunities when market sells off, right? So we also had a Lilly today. Lilly was so let's take a look at Lilly. What was the plan on Lilly? Lilly bought another company, neutral bias, no go under 1070. So when Lilly is breaking that 1070, I'm not interested, and you could actually short it for gap and grab. So anyways, we didn't trade a lot of those other setups today because our sole focus was on the market bounce. Even when Bitcoin was bouncing, you could trade IBIT on the calls. So hopefully you guys learned a lot today, and next time you get this opportunity, you can do it. We'll see what tomorrow brings. VIX actually dropped a lot. Won't be surprised by a little bit bounce and consolidation. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.